What is happening, guys? It is DanielLads1989. This is the Hereford United career, and this is episode 43, plus the transfer window. Now, we briefly touched on the transfer window in the last episode about our plans and what's going on and the changes we're going to make. So, we've got a lot to talk about. Let's do it one thing at a time. Firstly, I want to go over to the board expectations for you to have a quick look. As you can see, it says on our youth development they want us to sign 3 youth development players in defensive positions. Now, I've been working on this obviously while we've been going through the season, and these are the 2 that I've brought forward. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this situation, but with the youth thing, they don't have any numbers, so if you bring them forward into your squad, on the shorts and on the back of the shirt, they don't have a name or a number. Apparently the devs are aware of this situation. They're working on a fix. Don't ask me how long or where it's going to come, but I'm going to bring these 2 forward, which should complete that for us. So obviously the youth development system are what it is. There you go, it is complete now, so it just sends our manager rating up, and obviously there's less chance of us losing our job. But where we've come so far with this career, I don't think it will happen. Secondly, Rob Mcneal. Rob Mcneal is 17 years old, 62 rated. He has a potential between 82 and 92, and he looks a brilliant goalkeeper. Already got a 4-star weak foot, as obviously I've been training him in the youth development, and his keeper stats look really good already. So I'm going to call him up, and I'm also going to add Gordon Bird to the transfer list. So one thing I've noticed about Gordon Bird is he's okay when we play him, and he's a pretty decent goalkeeper, but he's been 65 rated for a long time now, and he hasn't gone up in his potential. Whereas in Rob Mcneal, I've been trading him and he is going up. So I'm going to add Gordon Bird to the transfer list, and I'm going to keep Mcneal as a second reserve goalkeeper, obviously, to Josh Griffiths. Just while we're here, guys, I'm just going to add these 2 other ones to the transfer window, the transfer list, and just make some money off them, because even though they're used, they'll still earn a little pretty penny. So that's the youth development sorted. I want to move on to transfer talks. In the last episode, guys, I mentioned to you guys about a centre defensive mid. Now, I've been looking for a decent centre defensive mid, but I want to bring somebody in who's strong, who can captain the team. So, I have spotted Amadou on the free transfer list. He's a solid player, so he has the trait to be a captain, and he's also very strong in his physical, strong at jumping, good at his stamina, strength, reactions. He's also great in the tackle, and I think this guy could be the guy we're going to go to. So I'm 90% sure we're going to sign him. It just depends on his scout report when it comes back at how highly rated he is. Another one to look at, guys, I spotted him on the transfer list, so he's been added to the transfer list, Kolasinac from Arsenal. He's not getting first team football there, and if you click on it, it says we can approach directly to offer him a pre-contract for next season. Now, I know I said I want to keep the signings realistic, so let me put it to you this way. We are looking to finish mid-table, if not try and get that 6th place, which we've been pushing for. Now, in the pre-contract, I'm going to mention to Kolasinac, obviously this time we're going to try and get into the Prem, but next season, if we don't do it this season, it's going to be a must-have that we get into the Premier League. We've got to. So mentioning that to him might persuade him into the club, and obviously bringing such a good household name from a really good team into the squad will attract other players. So I am going to try and get a pre-contract with him. Also, the right mid position, we have pushed Paslak back to the right back position, so I need a new right mid to obviously swap in and out with Fernandes. So Dembele from Celtic could be the man we go to, but he's going to cost us around £4 to £5 million. So to save on the pennies, I may bring in Graham instead. So Jordan Graham looks brilliant, 5-star weak foot. He looks really quick. He's got the flare trait and the long shot trait. Really good at acceleration and speed. He's got decent finishing. He looks like a decent player and decent dribble and stuff like that. So he could be somebody we go to. Now, just in case we don't get Amadou, or he gets taken before his scout report comes back, there's also Rivera on the transfer list. So Rivera also looks a very good centre defensive mid. He looks like somebody who could captain the team. He doesn't have the solid player trait, but he looks like a really good player at 27 years old. as regards as the squad goes, guys, I am not going to change anybody if I don't have to. So obviously Wilson and Gallagher are still our go-to strikers. Obviously Anthony is our left midfielder or left winger, and Rodriguez is his replacement. Now obviously with Fernandez, I have asked for obviously right mids. We've got Dembele we can go to, and we've also got Jordan Graham to go to. So those are the options there. We have got Valencia on the bench, but Valencia a little bit lower in the rating. I want to obviously get our higher rated players on the pitch and bring them in and replace them. So that's where we stand with that. O'Reilly will certainly keep his cam position, and Wall is proving just as good when we bring him on, so that's fine for now. Obviously Doyle and Adam in the centre defensive mid together. I want to bring in Amadou, which I will probably take out Doyle and leave Doyle on the bench. Depending on how Adam plays with Amadou, I may leave Doyle in either way. Centre back, we are okay for now because I'm going to leave French on the bench obviously to come in and out for Hurst and Alphonse, and we've got Banks as a backup who I am going to drop instead of Silva. So we're all good in those positions. Left back and right back, I am going to use obviously Wilson as our spur left back and Alexander as our spur right back. If anything changes obviously with the transfer window, we will make the decision as required, but I'm going to put Thomas on the loan list, and I'm going to loan Thomas out, and hopefully he can come back just as strong. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while I'm on with you guys now. So just go to that left back position. I'm going to loan out Thomas, and hopefully he will get a decent loan bid for some first team football. So what I will do now, guys, is I will simulate forward to the Southampton game in the FA Cup, which I will simulate. If any transfer window, if any transfer news happens along the way, or any scout reports come back, I will let you know. I have simulated forward, no transfer news just yet, so into the simulated game we go. Sam Gallagher up top, Anthony out on the left, Fernandez out on the right, O'Reilly in the cam position, Doyle and Adam centre defensive midfield, Bale in the left back position, Hurst and Alphonse centre back, Paslak in the right back, and Griffiths in goal. Let us see if we can give Southampton a good run for their money. I doubt it. Premier League side, they'll probably show us how to play football, but by some stretch of the mark, can we get a result? We don't. We get the obvious result. It's a 3-1 defeat. We did score with Fernandez, but obviously their quality was too much for us. Now, like I said, it's not a big deal. We certainly want to focus more on our championship football, dropping out of that 6th spot in the last episode, as you can see, down into 9th. And I just want to concentrate on getting that 6th spot. We're 4 points off Millwall, and we have a bit of time before the next game. Obviously we've got near enough a full week before we play Blackburn Rovers away. Right then, guys, first transfers of the window. We've got a bid straight away for Gordon Bird. Now, he's not valued very highly at all, and they've probably offered me a decent amount, which I'm quite happy to accept and let Bird move on. As we said, he was a backup goalkeeper. He was okay for us, but we've brought our new goalkeeper Mcneal through, and I'm going to just let him go. Now, we've had a bid for Alphonse, but it's from a team that I do not recognise, to be honest, and he's not going to get any better football there as he is in the Championship. So I'm going to go ahead and reject that, being Alphonse probably our go-to centre-back at the minute. Right then, guys, as you can see, Bird has sold now. Our spare goalkeeper has gone. We've also got the scout report back for Jordan Graham. Now, Jordan Graham is 70 rated and he's on the free transfer. So he's in and around where I want to see the quality of player that we need to bring in to obviously swap out for Fernandez. But the decision we have to make is who is going to be more beneficial to bring in, because he is only a backup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave Dembele on the shortlist for next season. So obviously if we do manage to make it into the Premier League, which I don't think we will, we'll be in the Championship next season on my estimation anyway. I'm going to bring Dembele in at the start of the season, and I'm going to bring in Graham now so that we can utilise him in a swap role with Fernandez. So I'm going to go and sign Jordan Graham, guys. I'll be right back. There we go then, guys. The first signing of the transfer window. Jordan Graham is in. He wanted important, which I tried to give him rotation, because obviously we will be playing Fernandez in that right mid role unless he's tired and needs to come off. So I have changed him to a right winger. I've done that on his development, and in the wages he wanted 11,000 and he wanted a signing bonus, which I gave him. So he is in, and welcome to the club, Jordan Graham. Well, I'm here as well, guys. I am going to go and try and sign Kolasinac on a free for next season, because being 75 rated, he could be a brilliant player for us next season. So I'm going to go and try and sign him and see if he'll agree a contract. And somehow, guys, we have brought Kolasinac in on a pre-contract ready for next season. We've stole him off Arsenal, we've swooped in there, we've signed him a contract. It did cost us a little bit. So he wanted crucial football, he wanted 30 grand in wages, but by the time the next season comes, we will be in that position. So Kolasinac will take that left-back spot next season. And how about that for a signing, guys? Really good, a big name, a solid name coming to the club, and will obviously attract other big names to the club. I can't wait to have him in next season. So as regards to the football, guys, what I'm going to do, because obviously this episode has dragged on a little bit already, I'm going to play the Blackburn Rovers game, I will play the Brentford game, and I will simulate the Stoke game. So let's not waste any more time. I will see you away at Blackburn Rovers. Into the first played game of the episode we go, guys. We are away at Blackburn Rovers. In the game that we had against them last time, it was a draw, and it was a very controversial game, back and forward, so I'm expecting it to be the same way in this game. Sam Gallagher was quiet in that last game. I'm hoping he can be the difference between the two teams, obviously being a player that they released last season. So I have changed the lineup just slightly. As you can see there, I have put Graham, the new signing, and the right wing position in for a start today to see how he gets on. And I am hoping that we'll kick on from here and stop these draws that we've been getting. Obviously in the last episode it was just draw after draw. We can't be drawing if we want to push back up to that 6th place. We need a win here. So that's how Blackburn Rovers line up. We'll see what formation they are running. We definitely need a win here today if we're going to push back up that table. They are running a 4-3-3, so they're going to be very attacking, which means we need to be defensively strong and try and obviously utilise that counter-attacking football that we do possess. So we'll wait for our lineup to come up. Here we are then, guys. Griffiths in goal today, Paslak in his new right back position, and Bale in his new left back position. I've gone Hurst and Silva centre back today. I've gone Adam and Doyle centre defensive midfield, O'Reilly in the cam position, Anthony out on the left, Gallagher up top, and Graham on the right today. Give him a run out and see what he's made of. So let's not waste any more time, let's get straight into the football. Almost 30 minutes gone here, guys, and nothing to bring to you at all. Just very much a possession based game, passing the ball back and forward. As you can see, we're just standing strong, and Blackburn Rovers have had all the possession really, and they just keep passing the ball back and forward. There's not many highlights to bring to you at all. I'm hoping we'll be able to pinch it here and try and get further up the pitch, but Diaz has got through, and it's off Hurst and out for a corner. As you can see, like I said, it's been very much a boring first half, or nearly the first half. Diaz running over towards the corner, who receives the ball. He goes past Anthony, and we need to push this if we can, get rid of this with Hurst fired away, and play looks like it will continue. Lofted ball forward towards Sam Gallagher, and Adam manages to take the possession here out towards Paslak, and almost half time here, guys, and like I said, just no highlights at all to bring to you. Really struggling to bring any action to you, as there hasn't been many shots on target at all. Here's from Burton Diaz, 1 minute added on, guys, which the minute has already gone. Unless it's a goal here now, nothing is going to happen before half time, and Silva clears away, and that looks like it is half time. Into the second half we go, guys, and literally nothing to bring to you. No goal scoring chances, no half chances, nothing at all really. Just a possession based game, and yeah, I'm really hoping in the second half it can be much better, but we've given the ball away there, and Burton Diaz is running in towards the box here with a decent cross, and again It's just cleared away. Let's see if we can counter-attack and create something here. It's a wonderful ball from Adam, and Graham, the new signing, is in behind here. This could be the first proper chance of the game if he can pull it back, which he does. O'Reilly is there, and it's into the goalkeeper's gloves. Still no goal. Rovers with possession here, passing around in and around the defence. Again, looking for the forward ball. He does get a decent ball in. They might have got in behind here. That's a decent pass. Griffiths with a really good save. Called upon in that area, Griffiths, and did really well, but Graham is sprinting away here, the new signing, and just try and keep hold of possession. See if I can pass this ball forward now towards Doyle. Doyle try and get this round the corner towards Anthony. Anthony is in, and again into the keeper's gloves. Just going to make a substitution here, guys, as Blackburn Rovers also making a change. I've made two changes. I've brought off Doyle and I've brought off Graham. Graham's been okay in his starting game, but I want to get Fernandez on, who's been on fire of late. So as you can see, bringing on Fernandez and also bringing on Wall, and that's a decent ball in over the top. Bale got some defending to do on the left hand side here. Just going to push Hurst forward and try and track these lines down. That's a good pass in behind, and pass like clears away with the header over towards Fernandez. Ball in towards O'Reilly. Try and get Rodriguez, the new substitution, on. It's Anthony, never mind, over towards Fernandez, and Fernandez has scored. I said Rodriguez by accident because I thought I subbed Rodriguez on. I didn't. I subbed Fernandez on. But Fernandez has scored. So brilliant. We've got the goal. It's been a quiet game. It's been a boring game, to be fair. It's been all possession based. I make the change, taking the new man Graham off, and play the ball across the box, and there is Fernandez to finish in the top corner and put us 1-0 in front. Not long left in the game now, guys, and Fernandez's goal has been the difference between the two, but I've gone and give it away in the 88th minute, and Griffiths has made an outstanding save to make sure that we have a chance of winning this game. I'll leave Silver on, there's not long left. Cross to come in from Blackburn Rovers, not long left at all to get this away. We just need to get it anywhere but our box. Try and get it away, and stole that ball there. Here is Fernandez. I'm just going to try and run it into a dangerous area, and Paslak has tried to get the tackle in. He can't get it forward. Adams lost possession. We could be in trouble here if they get this ball in behind. Paslak should have got the block in, but Griffiths gets another fantastic save in. It's been a boring game, and in the last 2 minutes or last 5 minutes of the game, it started to come to life, and we are defending for our lives and our 3 points here. We can't let this cross come in as there's not long left. Header comes in. Griffiths with another outstanding save into his gloves, and that is full time. Here we are back at the menu then, guys, and as you can see, Fernandez's goal were the difference between the two teams. It was a terrible first half, all possession based, no chances whatsoever, and the game comes to life in like the 75th minute. We get a goal from Fernandez, and then Blackburn Rovers try and press us to get an equaliser, and we just hang on for the 3 points, which has brought us up into 8th place now. We are 1 point behind Millwall now. They must have lost their last game, so we've got a lot to fight for. If any transfer news happens before the Brentford game, I will let you know. And we do have some transfer news, guys. Amadou, who we are waiting on the scout report to come back, there has been interest from another club by him, and it says you need to act quickly if you're seriously interested on signing him. Now, the scout report hasn't come back on him, but he is somebody that I did really want to go in that centre defensive mid position. Now, we do have Rivera as a backup, but I did really like the look of Amadou, being obviously a little bit older, more experienced, a solid player. I was going to sort of bring him in to be our new captain and main midfield man. So what I might do is, even though we don't know his scout report and we don't know how much wages we're going to offer him, he does look really good. So I'm not going to waste the opportunity to try and bring him in. I will try and blindly bring him in, and fingers crossed he is as good as I hope he is. And here he is, guys, quite possibly the signing of the entire series. Amadou is in. He was a lot better than I expected him to be. I thought he was going to be about 72, 73 rated. He's 76 rated at 30 years old, and he didn't even want much as a signing contract. So obviously went through, he wanted Crucial, which I gave him, and then when he come to ask for the money, I just offered him 10 grand straight. He came back at me with 15 and a signing on bonus. I dropped the signing on bonus to, I think it was 25 grand, and he accepted. So Amadou is our new number 8, he's our new captain, and he is our new highest rated player, and he's probably the best signing of the series so far, guys. Really excited to put him into the starting lineup and see what he can do. So Amadou, welcome to the club. Going off the football, guys, we are against Brentford next, and we get to see what Amadou can do in a game, our new captain, and hopefully he can be the difference between us getting that playoff spot and us not getting that playoff spot. So let's go to the Edgar Street Stadium. Here we are then, guys, at Edgar Street Stadium. I really think this is going to be a tough game. Last time we played Brentford, I think we snatched a 1-0 win, if I remember rightly, and we certainly need to snatch a win here at home, because if we do, we will be pushing for that playoff spot. We've had a positive episode so far, bringing in Amadou, our new captain, bringing in Graham, the new right midfielder, and things are looking on the up. We got 3 points in the last game against Blackburn Rovers. Can we get a positive result against Brentford at home here? We've got obviously a big new personality in the team as a new captain that the lads need to get used to, so I'm really hoping it will be a positive impact and we will play some really good football. But Josh Griffiths in goal, Alexander comes in at right back position today because of tired legs, so does Wilson at left back, French and Alphonse at centre back together. I've gone Amadou, our new player, our new captain, in centre defensive mid with Adam, O'Reilly in the cam position, Rodriguez out on the left, Fernandez out on the right, and Kirk Wilson in the strike position. So let's not waste any time, let's see how we get on. Just before the 10-minute mark here, guys, Brentford have themselves an early corner to try and get rid of this with Rodriguez and see if we can get up the other side. But decent pass back into midfield, a good save by Josh Griffiths, and another corner. Brentford putting the pressure on us early here, and we need to stand up to the challenge, get rid of it and do what we do best, which is, to be honest, counter-attack football. We've been really good with our counter-attack football recently, and I'm hoping for the same thing. Ping that up the line towards Fernandez, and he's done really well to win the challenge there, Fernandez, and he's still going here. He's using his pace. I've got O'Reilly and Kirk Wilson with me, and I hit it looking for goal. Goalkeeper makes a very good save from one corner to the other corner, and now we are in for a corner. It needs stopping that because it was going in. Can we try and get in front here? And up goes Rodriguez for the header, and it's a penalty. I don't believe it. A penalty against Brentford inside 15 minutes. 1 minute it's pressure at their end, our end should I say, and then it's pressure at their end, and he's gone up for the header, he's handballed it, and we have ourselves a penalty. We missed the last one with French, so Rodriguez has stepped up to take it. I will take it with Rodriguez. I'm going to go top left, as you can see. Hopefully he will bury it, and bury it he does. Rodriguez puts us 1-0 in front thanks to a penalty. Brentford possession in midfield. Adam didn't quite get the interception in that we needed, and French was beaten there for pace. If he managed to turn and carried on going, he'd have certainly beat us there, but French gets back and recovers with an excellent tackle. The chance is still alive for them. We need to get rid of this, and Alphonse, I think he's handballed it now. Thankfully it wasn't a penalty like what they did, it was a free kick, but what a tackle by French that was. Then first, he didn't get there quick enough. Secondly, he comes up with a brilliant challenge, and O'Reilly heads that away. Can we have themselves a throw in here? Brentford on the near side. They've done really well in possession, they just haven't come up with anything yet. And Amadou, our new signing, getting a really good tackle in there, and he's set O'Reilly on his way. O'Reilly sprinting forward here. We may have a chance. Amadou's coming in towards the box. I'll put it in towards feet, and cleared away. French wins the header. Here's Adam, try and get it back towards O'Reilly. Here is new signing Amadou in towards Rodriguez. Wasn't the pass to feet we wanted. 2 minutes added on, guys, and it looks like we're going to go into the break 1-0 up thanks to a penalty. There is half time. Into the second half we go, guys, and the story of the first half was the penalty. We got it, we scored it, we're 1-0 up. We need to keep hold of this 3 points. Pass comes straight back in. We've got a couple of free men in and around the box, and we just need to stand strong, make sure we don't concede the goal and they get level. Really good block by Wilson. Again, the pressure is still on. We need to try and get rid of this. If we can get rid of it with Alexander, we certainly cannot. And again, Griffiths with another good save. Amadou is getting a little bit tired now. We will take him off and bring Doyle on. He's had a decent first game, Amadou, and I am very impressed with him. And hopefully he will be the key towards this second half of this season. We need to get rid of this. We get the header away. And here's O'Reilly. I can see Fernandez making me a run here. Let's see if we can ping him in. We certainly can ping him in. Fernandez, he's going all the way here. He's beaten 2 men. Can he win? What a brilliant finish. I was going to say, can he win the goal? But never mind, he's got the goal. That is an absolute stonking finish from Fernandez. It's all pressure at our end. We break away. 1 pass through from O'Reilly, and Fernandez keeps going. He's beaten 2 men, as you can see here. Beats the first one, beats the second one. He keeps going. He wraps his foot around it, and that puts us 2-0 in front. Just making another change here, guys. Banks goes off. Banks comes on. French goes off. It's a decent run down the line by the Brentford man. And we need to just stay strong here. We're 2-0 in front. We don't need to take any risks, but we do need to be defensively strong, and that was a really good save by Griffiths. Keeps hold of that. It's Adam in towards Alphonse. Just try and give this round the corner towards O'Reilly. Not long left in the game here, guys. I'm just trying to keep hold of the ball and see if we can create ourselves a simple chance to finish this game off with a 3rd goal, maybe. Round the corner towards O'Reilly. That's a wonderful ball. Set this up towards the back post for Rodriguez, and he's ran away from the ball. 3 minutes added on, guys, into the first minute. Hopefully we can just sit this one out and defend the 2-0 lead. 3 minutes has gone. There is full time, and we take a 2-0 win off Brentford and 3 points. Back at the menu then, guys, and a 2-0 win against Brentford is absolutely brilliant. As you can see here, the news about Josh Griffiths keeping his clean sheet. Josh Griffiths, to me, was the man of the match, because without him it wouldn't have been a 2-0, it would probably have been a 2-2, but we get the first goal through the penalty and Rodriguez converts, and then Fernandez just comes up with an absolute worldie of a run and a brilliant finish to put us 2-0 up, which has now taken us into 7th place and 1 point behind, or should I say the same point as Blackburn Rovers, but 1 point behind a playoff spot. So things are going our way. We just need to continue this positivity, and we will see if there's any news left before the next game, which is against Stoke. So obviously I will simulate forward. If there's any transfer news, I will let you know, and we will simulate the last game of the episode, because I don't want to drag it on too long for you guys and obviously have a really long episode. So I'll simulate forward and we'll see what happens. Right then, guys, a bit of transfer news for you, or should I say a lot of transfer news for you. So we've had the scout report back for Rivera. Rivera was 73 rated and was just as good, but a little bit younger obviously than Amadou. So what I will do is I will leave him on the shortlist just in case we need a backup. Here is the loan spell for Thomas, who was, it's actually a loan to buy. Let me delegate this to a loan offer for a year and just see if they will loan him. So hopefully Thomas will be going on the loan. And what is this for? Wall, a transfer to go to, I'm not sure who that club is, but he will certainly be getting more football here, and I will go ahead and reject that because it's not a massive move. I do want to keep hold of Wall because he is very, very good, and we've already got Amadou, so we don't need to worry. I will simulate forward, guys. If there's any more news, I'll let you know. Another bit of transfer news here, guys, for Wilson, our left back. Now, If it was at the start of next season, I would have let him go because obviously we have Bale and we're bringing in Kolasinac, but because we don't have him just yet, I do need Wilson as a backup, so I'm going to go ahead and reject that one. Right then guys, we have a decision to make. Thomas, they have come back at us with a 2-year loan. Now obviously, as we said, we're bringing in Kolasinac next season. So for him to go out on a 2-year loan is absolutely fine with me, because when we get him back, he should be a lot higher rated than he is, and he's going to get first team football there. We've got him under contract for, I think, 4 years, Thomas. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that, guys. Stoke, guys, not going to be an easy game. We should have played this game, but I'm not. I'm going to simulate it to make sure that we can get the transfer window done in this episode. So, Gallagher up top, Anthony out on the left, Fernandez out on the right, O'Reilly in the cam position, Amadou and Adam together in the centre defensive mid positions, Bale in the left back position, Paslak in the right back position, Hurst and Alphonse and Griffiths in goal. So, fingers crossed we will get a positive result. I'm hoping for a draw, but let's see what we got. A 3-1 win. I'm shocked by that. Fernandez scores first, and Wilson puts us 2-0 up, and then they get one back for 2-1, and then Fernandez scores a second, and we win 3-1. That is a vital 3 points. I didn't think we'd get a win there. I genuinely thought we'd either lose or get a draw, so a win is absolutely fantastic, and that should have brought us up, hopefully, back into our playoff spot. We're up into 5th place now with that 3 points. That is an absolute dream of a 3 points that we needed against Stoke. We got, and we're up in a playoff spot. We're not giving up on it just yet. So guys, what I will do is I will simulate forward, because obviously the football is done now. I will simulate forward, and if any transfer news comes between now and the end of the transfer window, I will let you know. Transfer news for you guys, there you go. The deal is done with Thomas. He has gone on a 2-year loan, and I'm quite happy to let him go out for that long. Another bit of transfer news for you guys. As you can see here, Fernandez, we have been approached by Fulham. Now, if it was a bigger club, I would have quite happily took that into consideration, because it's Fulham and we are in the Championship, and technically we're some sort of a rival club at the minute, because we are chasing obviously a playoff spot and we're in just as good a position as they are. So I'm going to go ahead and reject that, because selling him to near enough what you could consider a rival club in this division would be a stupid mistake of ours, and obviously we have the money to keep him here. He's a brilliant player, he's going nowhere. Another piece of news here, guys, Silva, we have had a bid from Genk for Silva, and as I said, Silva's pretty much a swap out player for us centre back wise, and he's not going to get any more football there as he is here, and we're obviously, us being at Championship level, doesn't really make sense to sell him for less than £2 million, so I'm going to go ahead and reject that, and I might as well carry on from here, guys. I think there's only an hour or two left in the transfer window, and that looks like all of our transfer business done. So I will complete this, and then I will go through the biggest transfers with you of the transfer window. And in fact, we've actually got 2 after the window has closed. One thing I've never understood that. And FC Sounders actually coming in for Valencia, but we'll keep hold of him for now. Again, that move just doesn't make sense. Transfer window is closed, so I will go through the biggest transfers with you, and then we'll bring the episode to a close, ready for the football into the second half of the season. So let's see who is the biggest moves here. West Ham probably making the biggest transfer of them all, 94.7 million. I would try and pronounce his name, but I don't want to murder his name, so I won't. But big signing from them in the cam position. Guimaraes has gone to Manchester United. I think that was one we saw in the earlier at the start of the season. I think Varane was as well. Isaac was. Definitely Kevin De Bruyne wasn't going to Atletico Madrid. I'll have to go through them and make sure that I show you ones that I didn't show you last time. I'm pretty sure we saw these moves here. Harry Maguire moving to Manchester City. Okay. That was a strange one. We knew he moved to Bayern Munich. He's now gone to Manchester City. Okay. We saw the Laporte move. Declan Rice going to Barcelona. We didn't see that one last time. Declan Rice has made his way to Barcelona, 73.1 million. See if there's any others we knew about the Pogba one. Renato Sanchez moving to PSG. That is a big move. 65.3 million pound. That was a big one that we didn't see. Hudson-Odoi going to, I think that's the unlicensed Lazio. I think Lazio, 62 million pound. To see if there's any others that really stick out, but that looks like the biggest moves. Van der Beek going towards Real Madrid for 54.5 million pound. That's a big move right there. Jorginho going towards going in towards Juventus, should I say? And that looks like the biggest moves are ones that we haven't seen. We saw the Basuma move. So yeah, that looks like your roundup, guys. I think the strangest one there is certainly Harry Maguire going to Man City. Well, that's something that would never really happen, but that looks like your roundup, guys. So that is the transfer window done, and we have obviously brought in Amadou and brought in Graham to go in the starting lineup. So we've only strengthened, ready for the football in the next one. We've actually got another bid here for Kirk Wilson from Inter Milan, but with the window being shut now, that'd make no sense to go ahead and accept anyway, so I'll just go ahead and reject that, because being outside the transfer window, it just makes no sense at all. So anyway, ready to go into the next episode. As you can see, we have Peterborough in the next episode. We've strengthened in this episode, we've made some great signings, we've had some positive results, and we are up into 5th place, and we have our playoff spot. We need a strong second half to the season to keep it, but I really think we can do well here with the signings that we've made. So, thank you very much as always, guys. Drop me a big thumbs up. I'll see you in the next episode. It's been Danilaz1989. Love you, bye.